come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
10 more yards.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nyheim Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air or sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot. C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. On second down, it's Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback,
they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Prescott's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Lamb on the end around. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Denzel Mims, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Short throw to Disley, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run with Hines, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Dallas.
Prescott now from the 50. They'll roll him out right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They run the option on 2nd down. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Prescott pass.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw to Disley. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Taken down and sacked. A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
And 4 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the Seahawks' 40-yard line.
Prescott off play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Prescott's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. They're in coverage to knock it away. Marquise Blair.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 38. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down.
A hole to dig out of here, second and 17. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense's. They take over.
41-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
10th carry now for Elliott. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense. What you talking about, ref?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. A little under a minute to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
They'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
This is caught inside the 15.
Prescott.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Dallas.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel Good about your chances.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over.